The blank canvas. The artist didn't know what to paint. Before him stood a blank canvas, and in his hands a brush and palette. Yet he did not paint. He agonized over it. He spent days in his studio. The sliding glass door that made the back wall kept him connected to the world beyond. Occasionally he would look out at the tall trees, the pond with its colorful fish, and the garden blossoming with tulips and carnations. The breeze blew in, and he could smell life. All around him, on the walls, were pictures of beautiful landscape, far and wide, wondrous land he had only visited in his mind. He looked at his canvas and could not bring himself to paint. Evenings, his wife came and slipped him food through the slot at the bottom of the door, plates filled with honeyed toast, roast ham, and the best stalks of corn. His wife would slip him a glass of water or even wine through the slot. He never allowed her inside. No one could see his process. Sometimes she spoke to him.
"Estaro, my dear, aren't you done painting?" his wife would say. But he was not. His canvas remained blank. "Estaro, my dear, everyone is awaiting you," his wife told him. He was famous throughout the land. Whenever he painted, people from the nearby villages would gather. He would reveal his work to them and watch them gawk and stare in awe. "He must be blessed," they'd say. "He must be visited by angels. Estaro the painter, Estaro the blessed." Women would weep at the beauty of his art. Babes held in their bosoms would be silenced, and men would tip their hats and spare a few coins. "Estaro, my dear, you must know the whole village is here." Yet his brush remained dry and his eyes fixed. Word would spread. Someone always came to buy. People from faraway lands that knew nothing of small villages by the sea or tiny fields plowed by calloused hands. "Peasant folk," they used to say, till he showed them all his paintings. Now their village was special, and no kids were left to starve in the season of ice. No more livestock died in the streets, and everyone had clean water to drink, because this was the village of the blessed Estaro. And still he stood before his canvas, as blank as the look in his dark eyes, his favorite brush in hand. Soon his face grew thick with a beard, and his golden skin impaled from lack of sun. The whole season had passed, and still they awaited him and the beauty he would bestow. "Estaro, dear, how long will you wait?" his wife asked. He did not answer her. Instead, he dipped his brush in a pail of water, wetting the fine hair. He gazed at his paints and his palette, then set his brush aside. "The buyers have come." With the dark circles under his eyes and the smell of days gone without bathing, the artist veiled his canvas in a white sheet before removing it from his easel. "What time and day is it?" "The 5th of Blossom Tide, and it is low morning." "Open the door. I am ready to reveal." Without delay, his wife opened the door to his studio, and he carried his newly finished work with him as he made his way to the front door. His wife looked at him with a gracious smile. Her nose was red and her eyes glossy. It had never taken him so long. With a nod, she opened the door. The whole village stood as he stepped out into his porch. The eager faces of children gazed up at him. Farmers, with dirt smudged across their brows, looked on with their tired wives by their sides. He knew the foreign folk by the clothes they wore. No holes or patches, missing buttons or wrinkles. One of these men approached with his fine hat and fine coat. "Estaro, what have you to show us this time?" "The work of wonders," the artist replied. "The meaning of life." A woman, known to do field work, called out to him, "Surely you heard a voice from the heavens." Another man called out, "Grace us with your art, Estaro." The artist set his canvas down, then pulled the sheet away. No one said a word. Then the woman of the fields gasped, "Oh yes, I see, of course. And such a secret it is, such wondrous beauty." The man with the fine hat and coat lit up. "I see it too, of course, and much more. This piece goes beyond your other work." Others nodded and joined him.
They stepped up close and kneeled before the canvas, exclaiming the different wonders they saw. Yes, truly the work of a genius. And then many cried out at the grace and beauty he had painted. Women wept tears of joy, men took off their hats, and babes silenced their tears as they were held against their mother's chest.